a football game. If your Eagle-Tribune Thursday Football Show Offensive Player of the Week, Jukka Morales, the junior speedster from North Andover, here's how. Early fourth quarter against powerhouse Willis, 75-yard touchdown. A couple minutes later, if that, 70-yard TD. Game, set, match, nights. Jukka, quite a game. Take us through that fourth quarter.
Well, it was a lot of adversity, obviously, with a 15-14 score, Willis up one, so we definitely had to get the touchdown, if not two, because if they got another one, that's 1 point. But it was all on that wheel, really. The safety was out towards the middle. The corner had a man call on the wide receiver, and I just saw the wheel open down the sideline. I hustled down the sideline, and Seamus saw me open, and that was a touchdown right there. I ended up hurting my ankle on that play, but Tayshawn, our starting running back, ended up getting hurt, so I went back in. A couple plays later, ended up getting that second touchdown to seal the deal.
Not too bad, not too bad. Love this quote from you to our Jeff Hamrick of the Eagle-Tribune on your first TD. Classic quote. I saw victory right there. I knew it was going to be a touchdown as soon as Seamus Lambert said hut. Take us through that. How were you so certain?
Oh, I was so certain because of the safety in the corner. The corner is playing so far press up on our wide receiver, Matt Driscoll, and the backside safety was so far middle, and it was a wheel, just a simple wheel, 5 yard in and up the sideline, and just green grass, lots of green grass in the end zone in the back. Saw that immediately, and I knew it was going to be a touchdown.
Nice to have that track speed, one of the fastest kids in the state. And how do we know? Look at the stopwatch. 11.37 and 22.58, 100 and the 200, the 22.58 tied for 24th all-time in the area. What sort of advantage is it to have that blazing speed?
Oh, absolutely. With football, it's all advantage. Really, like nowadays, it's not really how tall you are, how much you weigh, but really how fast you are. Speed kills.
Is Coach Dubzinski doing a good job taking advantage of that speed?
Absolutely. He's putting me in the slot. He's moving me around in positions, giving me certain plays I can work with to definitely hit the outside.
Got a tough opponent this week. You played a team, Willis last year was 9-2. Now you're playing a team that was 8-3 last year. Acton Boxborough coming off a big OT win against Chelmsford. What are your thoughts of playing AB, one of the premier historic programs in the state?
Well, you know, like every single game, they're all hard. They all have their different pros and cons to the game. But I really think if we hit them hard, if we hit them fast, we definitely got this in the bag.
What's it like to have such a big game in the opener, and doubly important in the opener is also young coach John Dubzinski's first game with the Scarlet and Black. What was that like, that whole scene last Friday?
Well, it definitely sets the tone for the whole season, especially with that game opener being Willis, who is not a bad team whatsoever, and especially with AB coming up. I think if we get that, then our season will be pretty good to a 12-0, maybe even road to Gillette.
It seemed like you liked the bright lights. You didn't see too much time last year as Bubba Sklou's team, but you got the action against Haverhill deep in the playoffs. You had a career game, was it a TD or two, 78 yards, and then against Big Bad Mansfield Marshfield in the next round, in the turn, you have the 79-yard kickoff return. What's about you with the big games, playing your best games?
Well, really, with last year, it wasn't really about playing time, especially with Bubba was such a great skill position person. It was really just about watching and learning and developing my plays, especially with him and all that help that he gave me. It certainly set the tone for my junior year, and that's all I could really ask for.
Sophomore, you're a young kid. Junior, you're not a young kid anymore. You're Eagle-Tribune Thursday Athlete, Offensive Player of the Year, Thursday Football Show. What are the goals for this year, Jukka?
Oh, goal is win every single game, win every single obstacle that attacks us every single week, and try to repeat that D2 North and make it a little further than we did last year.
How about, looks like Deshaun Watson might be out 3 or 4 weeks, said Coach Dubzinski. How's your role going to change with Deshaun out?
Well, not even just mine, but I really think the whole team, there's going to be a lot of position differential. There's going to be a lot of different scenes, a lot of different plays that we're going to have to work with, but nothing we can't handle.
You heard it here. Quote of the year, Player of the Week, speed kills. Willis found out. AB might find out this week too. We're here with David Morales of Lawrence High School, the Eagle-Tribune Thursday Football Show. Lineman of the week. It's the Morales and Morales show. Jukka and David, no relation. David, you received the ultimate compliment. The referee after the game went to Coach Yameen. 55 was unblockable.
Yeah, it was a good game. Hard fight. They were good, tough. Just keep working hard, and hopefully it keeps going throughout the season. I'm just trying my best to help my team out, and hopefully, we do it as together. It's not just me. It's a team thing, and we bond together. We're like brothers, and we just play hard and try to do our best.
Had a real good year last year, MVC All-Star. I don't know if people were necessarily predicting, was this just one of those great games, or is this, you're going to see 10 or 11 of these?
No, not trying to be cocky, but hopefully, this is going to be a throughout the whole season thing. That's my goal. But right now, I'm just trying to do my best as I possibly can and just work hard and try to do it every game, yeah.
What did it mean to 30 damn years, David? 30 years. David Willis, our ace videographer, wasn't even born then, and you beat Lowell for the first time in 30 years.
Yeah.
What did that mean for the Lancers?
Well, when we beat them, it meant a lot because, our coach was the last year to beat Lowell, and it meant a lot for us because all the alumni from the past, they couldn't do it, and we stepped up, we did it, and we did it for them, we did it for the past people, and we played hard for them.
Were you aware of that, or did that come as a surprise after the fact?
He told us on Thursday that we never beat Lowell, and to me, I didn't know that at all before that, and it hit me just because, wow, we never beat. It's like Central, we've never beaten them, and hopefully this year we probably can. Maybe if we keep on working hard, because they're a good team, they're good fighters, and they work hard too. But I feel like if we just do everything perfect, and hopefully to God, and God just helps us, then we can win them.
It doesn't fool, no surprise, David, to anybody that a Morales is shining at Lawrence Stadium.
Yeah.
Just maybe thought it might be at Central Catholic Red, White, and Blue. Of course, your brother, Chris Morales, one of the greats from the area and had a terrific career at Delaware. Jacob, like your older brother, Chris, also an Eagle-Tribune All-Star in basketball and hoop. How did you end up at Lawrence High, not at Central Catholic?
I really don't know, to be honest. I don't know. I ended up here. I'm glad I ended up here. This is a good school. Good people here. Good coaches. I did try to go to Central Catholic. I guess I wasn't accepted or something. But it's alright. I'm glad I'm here. People treat me good, and I'm not separated just because I'm a Morales. I'm here to work hard, and I work hard just as like everybody else. I'm treated the same.
Coach puts a lot of emphasis. He wants captains not just being great football players. He wants them being great leaders. What did it mean to be a tri-captain this year?
It meant a lot because I felt like I earned it. I was one of the hardest workers in this team, and I felt like I really earned it because I've been through a lot of stuff, and it helped me being a captain because it meant I felt like I felt appreciated. It was glad. I felt good.
What'd you learn from your brothers being such terrific two-sport athletes? What did they teach you, David?
It taught me to work hard and just be the man in the team. There's no point of playing a sport and not being the best at it. So that's my goal. I'm trying to be the best at what I do, and I'm trying to be number one right now.
Real good wrestler, a real good track guy, 127 in the discus. Looks like you got some pretty good pythons going. Are you a weight room warrior?
Yeah, right now I think I'm the fourth strongest kid in the team. But we have some strong kids on our team, and we just all work hard together. We're a bunch of brothers just working out and grinding together.
How do you make sure that you're not looking back at the end of the year saying, boy, we had that unbelievable early win over Lowell, but it fizzled out? How do you make sure you're building on this, that it's not just
I use it as a motivation. I look at that scoreboard right there, and I look 29-27 every day, and it motivates us, and it motivates me to just keep pushing and keep working hard, and not let the past name you for what you're going to do in the future. Just keep pushing on forward. Like, we beat Lowell last week, and right now we're not even thinking about that. We're focused on Muldoon. We're just going to focus on doing better. Every week we're 0-0. We're trying to just move on.
How'd you get, usually the big guys, you think of Vince Wilfork, you're more a Wilfork type of guy on the high school ranks. How are you so productive as also being one of the biggest kids on the field? A lot of times you're just clogging things up for the linebackers. How are you making plays in your sense?
I'm just trying to play relentless, just use my speed, use a lot of my hand technique, because there's kids in this MVC right now that are bigger than me, and they're taller than me, and they're stronger than me. So right now I'm just using my speed and my hand technique and try to escape them. Just don't let them touch me.
What's the prediction? How many sacks this week, big man?
Right now, at least 1 or 2. That's my goal, but I'm gonna just work hard and try to do the best I can do.
There you have it, the Morales and Morales show. The big man of the group, David Morales, dominating lineman, two-way lineman, Lawrence High School.
Thank you.
Welcome back, everyone, for full week 2 of the high school football season. We're fully underway now. Everyone's going. And Mike, we usually start with Friday. I'm going to start with Saturday this week because the 2 biggest games of the week are being played on Saturday. We're going to start off in New Hampshire, where Pinkerton, defending champions, of course, is going to visit Salem in the upset, if you can even call it upset special of probably the whole season. This is, obviously a historic rivalry. Last year, we forget because Pinkerton rolled over everybody. Mm-hmm. They needed a last-minute goal line stand to beat Salem 14-7. So this is a big game.
Yeah, you wonder. I've heard a lot of people say there's at least one game this year with the loss of T.J. Urbanek, the State Player of the Year candidate who suffered a season-ending knee injury prior to the season, will bite the Astros in the butt. Is this the week? Could be. Love the way Brett Totillo has lifted his game, and I'm sure he's going to be a stud anyway. I still think the Astros have enough.
That's a pretty fair bet. I'm gonna go against you. I'm gonna go with Salem. I think they have a lot of talent in their backfield. I think they're hitting hard. I still think they're smarting over last year's loss. I think that Salem comes in there and ends the Pinkerton. Not that Pinkerton's a great team and can still go on and win the championship, but I think Salem takes this one, and it's at Salem. The other big game, Central Catholic tries to shake off the St. John's Prep curse. They haven't been able to beat St. John's Prep lately. They didn't even beat them. That was their only loss on the way to the Super Bowl win 2 years ago. Last time they beat them was in 2011, weirdly enough, in a year that Central went 6-5. Mm-hmm. Can they do it this year? It's looking a little shaky.
Yeah, the Prep, I think it's number 3 and number 9, the Prep number 3 in the ESPN statewide poll. Just curious on the Prep. Obviously, they're never lacking for talent, but perhaps their 3 best players are local kids. Ollie Eberth, returning Boston Herald All-Scholastic quarterback who began his career at Andover. Jay Carnavale, the bruising lineman from Haverhill, who's already committed to Brown. And then the aptly named Jack Lambert from Groveland, who he's got better teeth than his namesake, but he hits much like old number 58. Yeah. It's an awful lot of firepower at the top of the lineup.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to have to go with the Prep.
I heard good reviews on Central week 1, but I think the Prep is just too strong. I'm going to go with them too. Rounding out the Saturday slate, Amesbury's going to Pentucket. I'm feeling a little better about Pentucket than I did a week ago. Granted, Whittier's a little down, but they went out and they played a good game. Finn Graham showed some stuff at quarterback. I think Pentucket goes in and takes on Amesbury.
Yeah, Kieran Haley, awfully explosive. I think he might be the difference.
Yeah, very good point. And the final Saturday game, Sanborn's going to Hollis Brookline. 2 teams, neither one's off to a particularly good start.
Yeah, very evenly matched. Maybe Sanborn might have been beat up a little bit, getting a little Hollis Brookline vibe. So going with HB.
I'll go with Sanborn just because Hollis Brookline gave up 46 and 43 points in the last 2 games. Okay, now we're going to go back to Friday, which could we be looking at another upset special, Mike? Andover traveling to Methuen, the opening of semi-brand new renovated Nicholson Stadium. Could Methuen pull off the upset of Andover?
You know what? There's always a certain magic when you open a new stadium, and it's sort of opening a new stadium. It's fully refurbished and looks brand new. I think they can do it. I just love the confidence. And when we talked to the Denos twins before the season, McAndrew's running like a man possessed. Is he the best back in the league? Perhaps. I think I'm going with Methuen.
I think Methuen's a tougher team. Unfortunately, I do think Andover's a more skilled team. If E.J. Perry and the receiving corps, the Susies and the Gebels can hit on all cylinders, I think they're probably still a little bit better. I think the Methuen's got a shot. This is not a blowout prediction, but I'm going to have to go with Andover in this one. We go with the team that beat Methuen last week. Muldoon's traveling to Lawrence. Lawrence, of course, coming off that huge upset or huge historic victory over Lowell. Mm-hmm. They're feeling good. We just came from their practice. They're hitting hard, and I'm feeling pretty good about them.
Yeah, there's a kid from Malden, I just noticed, I think Rivals.com is the number 10 ranked college prospect in the senior class in the entire state of Massachusetts. Reginald Exelholm or some crazy like that. I think he's a running back, but he'll be the man to stop. David Morales, our lineman of the week, 10 tackles, 3 sacks. Maybe the odds even out. Go with Lawrence.
I'm going Lawtown too. All right, we got Acton Boxborough coming into North Andover, the other team we visited with Jukka Morales. North Andover's coming off a good win. Obviously, they lost a very crucial piece in their running back, but they're still a really good team. Deshaun Watson. They're still a very good team, and I'm feeling pretty good about North Andover.
Yeah, Acton Boxborough, of course, always tough. Not quite the program I think they used to be when they had that run of whatever 53 straight, of course. But I think they're 8-3 last year. Beat Chelmsford in OT last week. Again, another tough one. I think I'll go with the Knights in a close one.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I really think Jukka Morales is a big playmaker. Perhaps Seamus Lambert has really stepped up a notch at quarterback. I'm going to go with them too. All right, we got Haverhill traveling to Mansfield. Mansfield, historically a very good team. However, they got trucked by St. John's Prep 42-14 last week, so maybe they're a little down. And even though St. John's Prep's very good, that's still a pretty big blowout.
Yeah, and in some of these polls and rankings, you look at the end of the year and you wonder where they come from. But ESPN's got them number 13 in the state, even after the loss to the Prep. Go with their tradition of excellence and give it to them as the home team and as the 13th team in the state, perhaps.
I think Haverhill's a tough team, but I'm going to go with Mansfield too. Wyndham's still rolling. They're 2-0. They're playing host to John Stark. I think Wyndham keeps rolling this
Yeah, a little too much Shea and LaFawn. Go with the Jags.
Yeah, they're a good team. Where we got Exeter traveling to Londonderry. Now, Londonderry lost hard to Timberlane last week, 28-7. Exeter beat Timberlane in week 1, although it came down to a last-second interception to save that win. That tends to make you think that Exeter's going to win this one.
Like your analysis, going with Exeter.
Yeah, they're a tough team. Speaking of Timberlane, they're playing host to Portsmouth. Timberlane, again, coming off an impressive victory over Londonderry and a near upset of Exeter. I think Timberlane looked impressive.
Yeah, 2-0 and 0-2, and Jason Hughes. He runs, he kicks, he passes, he sells the popcorn. We'll go with Jason Hughes.
Yeah, Hughes is an interesting guy because you watch him for a little while and you go, yeah, he's pretty good. But then he just steps up and makes a play, and you go, damn, where'd that come from?
Got a big leg, a lot of
he really does.
Near 40-yard field goals.
He booted one in week 1 where I'm like, he's not going to make this. Then he went out and crushed it through, so that was really impressive. So I'm going to go Timberlane. Whittier traveling to Randolph. Now, Mike, we were discussing Randolph. What's the analysis on that?
Yeah, Randolph is sort of a crazy opponent. I couldn't figure that one out, so I went to Max Preps, and they only go back 11 years, and they don't have a winning season in 11 years, even when they had Vern Crawford, the expatriate, coaching them. And of course, it's a huge rebuilding year for Whittier. Kevin says 21 of his 22 kids starting graduated. I go with the home team, Randolph, in this one.
Yeah, back. I'm going to go with you too. Trinity is going to Pelham. Trinity lost to Whittier, rather to Wyndham last week. I think I'm going to go with Trinity in this one.
Yeah, they'll be smarting, and they might have the best player in the state any division. I can't recall his name, but he's supposed to be a good one. So we'll go with Trinity.
Perennial Cal powerhouse Hamilton Wenham going to North Reading. North Reading, they're tough, but I think Hamilton won this one.
Define powerhouse if Hamilton Wenham's a powerhouse.
In the Cal. I said Cal powerhouse. They're always tough. They're always Cal front runners.
Okay, there you go. Go with the Generals.
And last but not least, we got Greater Lawrence going to Georgetown. Greater Lawrence is looking tough. Georgetown, more rebuilding. I'm going to go, even though I don't like to go CAC against Cal, I'm going to go Reggie's.
I think I am too. Kyle Vasconcelos passed for 200 yards, rushed for almost 100 in the crazy 46-40 shootout over Somerville. Isn't a world beater, but they are a higher division, and they beat them 46-40, so I think that bodes well for the Reggies.
All right, so that's it. Could we be looking at a few big upsets this week? It would make it very exciting. We'll have to find out.